Alright, hey guys, we are back here for an expert tutorial guide here for the Desert Open, and this is for hole number 1. You can see this is basically going to be my basic bag setup. Very few times this is going to change, especially at the expert level. So you can basically see this is going to be rather fixed. Now I did want to make a note that I started a poll yesterday. I don't know how I'm going to find it. So I'm going to just hit learn or burn here. Here it is right away, I think. No, it's not me. It's this one. So I started this poll yesterday on what guys have been doing for this division. And here we got the most votes for going for the center on hole 9. Laying up on the left, I'm going to do for hole 8. Hole 1, go for it. So I'll be going for it. And it looks like hole 2, the popular consensus here was to lay up. So hole 1, go for it. Hole 2, lay up. Hole 8, lay up. And hole 9, go for the center. So I'm going to listen to the people, what they're doing, and those are the shots that I'm going to be doing today. So here, with that being in mind, we are going to go for it. So it's either going to be with a snow globe or it's going to be with a berserker ball. And that might be based on wind angle, several different factors as to what makes me do the things that I do. More than anything, we're just going to focus on hopefully getting the ball out in play somewhere. It would be ideal if you can keep it in the fairway. Technically, the only thing that I notice about keeping it in the fairway is your second shot does get a little bit more touch and go. If you do accidentally hit it into the rough, as long as you get it down there close to the green, the good news is you can keep it much lower out of the wind. It'll play very small level adjustment. And it'll just come down to basically perfect ball more than anything. Whereas the pitch, it's going to take a lot of technical skill to make the pitch, especially down that mound if you go the right direction. So here you can see we got around a 12 wind. That's going to set me up right around 10 miles per hour on a globe. I'm okay with 10 miles per hour. That's pretty much the baseline that I want to see for a berserker. So let's hope that I get a very similar wind to my opponent. My wind would have been like 9.8, 9.9, one of those two, if I had my opponent's wind. So let's hope that it stays up there and does not fall lower. And here you can see I actually got a little bit more than my opponent. So with that, do keep in mind that I'm going to slightly, I like to curl it, I like to side spin it back against the wind. Now how much might be based off my wind angle. Here I'm going to use maybe about 2. And we're going to go very full, but I'm going to put the right of my bullseye in line with the center of the fairway. So I'm using the right of my bullseye as my start point. I'm going to stack 1 bullseye. I'm going to go 27 overall net. So I just went 17 rings in motion. So if you were counting on what I was doing there, and let's see how this comes in. Looks like so far it's going to hold. We are going to get a pitch. So in terms of my rings in motion there, I set the right of the bullseye towards the center of the fairway, and then I stack 1 entire bullseye, 5 rings, and then 2. The other way to do that, which you'll sometimes see me do, is I'll stack 1 bullseye, 2 bullseye, and then come in 3 rings. Be equivalent. Just hopefully you guys get a sense of what I just did there. This will be my first attempt at the pitch from the fairway. I have been in the rough every time. My perfect ball timing on this account, as I've been messing around with the tournament, has been really crappy, so I'm almost glad to see the fairway, but at the same time I understand that the pitch is going to be a lot harder. So let's take a look at this. First thing that I always want to do is I want to find max. So there's max. We're almost going to be max with our adjustment. I'm going to try to stay away from that beginning fairway there where it's a downslope. So I really want to stay off that downslope if at all possible. And here you can see what I'm doing with my ball guide, keeping it to where it'll run out. Keep in mind, I'm almost at max. And at max, I'm going to overplay the wind. I always overplay the wind. So here you're going to see 10 rings. There's maybe 13-ish rings. I didn't get it off. I'm going to have to just hook it. But if you want to know the overall positioning of, you know what I should have done? I should have just timed out. I'm not even going to qualify today. I should have just gave you guys that shot. But if you get in a similar position and you have a Berserker ball on, I recommend right around 13 rings for that shot, since I was almost at max. I have a feeling, it was going to be really close had I actually done that. So do keep in mind that I got to do just a little bit of an overcorrection, and make sure that you guys can do the best that you can to anticipate the wind effect and be doing those overplays as necessary to hopefully give yourself the best chance to be able to make pitches like that. Like I said, it's a very technical thing, very challenging. 90% of the players that I watch hit pitches, they underplay the wind every time. So just something to keep in mind and something you always have to be thinking about. So good luck there with that first hole, and I will catch you guys for hole 2 coming up.